I eat.
How old are you?
12.
Oh, okay. Only to 10.
That's good. That's good.
Children and pineapple.
Pancake is to have the consistency of young human flesh.
It's spongy. It has life to it.
You're with a guy with brightly colored undergarments, and you got soft human flesh in front of you. You're in a weird place.
I'm looking forward to this. This is really, really going to be great.
Being in traffic and people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
You believe that children are being abused by pedophiles in Hollywood.
Absolutely.
So why are you sitting down talking to me? Why aren't you sitting down with the police right now?
I've told the police. I sat there and I gave them the names. But they were scanning Michael Jackson. All they cared about was trying to find something on Michael Jackson.
Hold up. The name Orlando Brown just got pulled into one of the most controversial conversations on the internet. And things are getting messy fast. For years, Brown has made explosive claims about powerful figures and secretive networks operating behind the scenes in Hollywood. At the time, many dismissed him outright, labeling his statements as erratic or unbelievable. But now, with renewed public interest in the case surrounding Jeffrey Epstein, some people are revisiting those old interviews with fresh eyes. Brown has previously alleged that he witnessed disturbing behavior involving industry elites and private gatherings. He's even suggested that the public perception of his struggles was used to discredit him. Those claims were widely questioned, but in today's climate, online communities are connecting dots and asking whether anything was overlooked. It's important to note, many of the more extreme allegations circulating online remain unproven and speculative. However, what's undeniable is that the Epstein scandal exposed how power, influence, and secrecy can shield wrongdoing for years. That reality alone has led some to re-examine past statements from celebrities who once seemed dismissed or ignored. Now the debate is growing louder. Were these just shocking claims with no evidence? Or are people reinterpreting old interviews through the lens of new information?
Jeffrey Epstein created this saga, and this is what he is great at doing. He's great at kidnapping someone, turning them into putting them in a celebrity's body, and screwing the life out of them after he makes a ton of money off of their ass on his private little beach. So you have a private little beach full of celebrities and bodies getting screwed, and nobody cares because they're supposed to be dead. And this has been a major market that he tried to blame on Oprah Winfrey.
But he wasn't done, y'all. According to Orlando, Epstein had also been in cahoots with Nickelodeon Disney to supply under 18-year-olds to powerful Hollywood elites in the industry. He also went into details about a supposed Hollywood ritual that involves doing demeaning things to a person through their backside for a prolonged period of time. When this ritual happens, the victim gets something he calls panda eyes. Oh, and remember those rumors about CT victims being passed off to big companies and being used for TV commercials? Orlando claims those are not just rumors. They are facts.
Panda, like I was telling you, panda. So you got panda panda is a secret code for a certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing, it's so what it is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum, and if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal. You can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So pretty much when you see black eyes like Blueface, and you know that he got beat up, but he didn't get beat up where you thought he got beat up. He got beat up somewhere else. Okay, and so the eyes come out, and they call them panda eyes, and they do this to. So you see people with these cigars, and they're you know, all these big celebrities, they all have the cigar in common. That's that big ass thing between their legs that they're sticking in, and it's one big society of it. Now, when it comes down to the selling of there's shipping and people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials. And you're looking at the people that are missing, and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. And that's really what it is.
Now that more Epstein-related documents have surfaced, Some people online are revisiting old interviews and saying Orlando Brown's past claims sound different today. He spoke years before any major document drops, and that timing is what fuels the speculation. But here's where it gets complicated. None of those claims have been officially proven. What is documented, though, is how Orlando's life spiraled after his Disney fame. Once known as Eddie Thomas on That's So Raven, he went from rising teen star to repeated legal trouble, arrests in 2007, 2011, 2013, 2016, and again in 2022. Substance issues, probation violations, domestic incidents, each one chipped away at his career. Some believe his struggles discredited him. Others believe they distracted from what he was trying to say. He's not the only former child star to make disturbing claims about Hollywood either. Over the years, actors like Corey Feldman have spoken publicly about abuse in the industry, allegations that spark debate, documentaries, and heavy backlash. Are these stories connected? Or are people drawing lines that don't exist? What's undeniable is this. Whenever powerful industries, child stardom, and secrecy collide, the public conversation never really goes away. And right now, it's louder than ever.
I tell you that the number one problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be. That's the biggest problem for children in this industry.
The casting couch even applies to children.
Oh yeah. Not in the same way. It's all done under the radar.
Nobody talks about pedophilia. And it's widespread?
Oh yeah. I was surrounded by them when I was 14 years old. Surrounded. Literally. Didn't even know it. It wasn't until I was old enough to realize what they were and what they wanted and what they were about and the types of people that were surrounding me till I went, oh my God, they were everywhere like vultures.
Vultures who Feldman says abused his best friend, the late child actor Corey Haim, his co-star in The Lost Boys. Feldman says the trauma of that pedophilia contributed to Haim's death.
There's one person to blame in the death of Corey Haim, and that person happens to be a Hollywood mogul. And that person needs to be exposed, but unfortunately I can't be the one to do it. But the person that knows who did it and knows who he is watching right now. There was a circle of older men that surrounded themselves around this group of kids. And they all had either their own power or connections to great power in the entertainment industry. You know, there's a lot of good people in this industry, but there's also a lot of really, really sick, corrupt people. And there are people in this industry who have gotten away with it for so long that they feel they're above the law. And that's got to change. That's got to stop. I believe that everybody in this world should have the freedom of choice.
And child stars don't.
Child stars have nothing. They have nothing. They have no choice. I was never taught how to have a family. I was never taught how to raise a child because I wasn't raised properly. I was never taught how to care for somebody because I was never shown genuine love. I was shown business. This is what you do. Here's how you read a contract. I knew how to read a contract by 10 years old, but I didn't know what it meant for somebody to come in and tell me they love me and kiss me goodnight.
As expected, the internet had a lot to say. One person wrote, "Look at how many young stars spiral between 16 and 25. Ask them what they went through." Another questioned why powerful figures are rarely prosecuted, arguing that influence and money can shape outcomes at the highest levels. Those opinions are spreading fast online. But while frustration around power and accountability is real, sweeping claims about control over governments or law enforcement remain unproven and heavily debated. Still, the conversation isn't slowing down. So now I want to know, what do you think about Orlando speaking out again? Do you believe there's more to the story? Or is the internet connecting dots that don't belong together? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to see the next messy breakdown, click the next video.